It's time for our weekly Bible study tip. Right now, as we're going through Genesis, and we talked recently about historical narrative, it's important also as we're reading through historical narrative that we are considerate of literary context to properly interpret and understand the narratives and the stories and the situations that we're viewing as we go through Scripture. What's really easy and what's often or common what we do is we'll read one story, one little excerpt, and try and understand its full meaning while neglecting the literary context of the things that happen before it, the things that happen after it, and especially even the entire book. For example, the whole book of Genesis. If we want to understand Jacob and some of the things that happen in Jacob's life that are weird and strange, we need to understand the whole book of Genesis and how does that relate to it. For example, a few things. We want to be aware of the overall story of the Old Testament. What's the whole point of the Old Testament? Explore how the character or the episode that you are studying fits into the big picture. Study the overall themes and message of the book of the Bible that your episode is in. If you have a study Bible or something like that, to read an introduction about that book to try and help you understand what the whole book is about. We also recommend that you read the entire larger episode if you can. So, for example, Jacob, when you're reading, I think it's like chapters 25 on through 37 or something like that, you want to read all those chapters if you can, to try and properly understand these smaller stories of Jacob in the larger story of Jacob. And again, understanding the story of Jacob within the larger story of Genesis. As a minimum, though, we want to read 3 chapters. The entire chapter in which your episode occurs, the chapter that precedes it, and the chapter that follows it. This helps us develop a sense of literary context by which we can rightly understand and interpret the stories that we're reading in smaller, isolated contexts. Have a great day.